Alright guys, welcome back to Adventures with the Crazy Vet. If you remember, I came down that road and then I started my road walk into Bonners Ferry. Anyway, today is Saturday, August 6th. Yes, I said Saturday, August 6th. I cannot believe I was in town for that long. I was supposed to check out Thursday morning, but as usual, me and the mail don't get along. Wednesday came around and I got my new sneakers, which I'm wearing right now. We'll go over that later. I got the paperwork I was waiting on from Philadelphia. So both them things came overnight. One thing from Philadelphia and one thing from Montana were mailed out Monday and arrived Wednesday. My dad mailed me my big box, which had the Sawyer spray in it, which is, the permethrin, Body Glide, a roll of KT tape and a roll of Luco tape, and something else. What else? Body Glide, permethrin, oh, and Aquamira drops. So my dad did all that work for me. He mailed it out. He said he sent it today, but they gave him like a 2 to 4 day window to get delivered. Anyway, long story short, it didn't arrive. It didn't arrive Thursday. It didn't arrive Friday. It was out for delivery all day yesterday, and then at 6 o'clock at night, all of a sudden it went from out for delivery to on its way, and then didn't give me a date of delivery. So I called them this morning. Long story, even, somewhat short. I left without my package, so I told the hotel just to open it up and, put it in the hiker box. So there's actually 4 sets of Aquamira in there because he didn't separate them when he came in the mail. I didn't tell him in time. He already had it packed up. So there's 8 total bottles of Aquamira, 4 sets. A large thing of Sawyer sprayed, enough to do 5 outfits, I think. Like I said, Luco, KT tape, and Body Glide. So this morning, I'm like, I can't wait around no more. One, I can't afford it. I ended up spending an extra, like $300 just in the hotel room to spend the extra 2 nights there to wait for this to come. So, plus the hotel was sold out anyway today. I was lucky just to be able to stay last night until today. So, yeah, I ran around this morning and I went to the Super One Foods, and they had KT tape. Even though it's the original, it's not as sticky as like the Pro or Extreme. So I just bought 2 things of Luco, or 2 things of KT tape, and one I'm pretty much going to slice up from my toes. The other one is for my knees and ankles and bottoms of my feet and all. So I'm just using KT tape, instead of Luco tape. Not as thick, not as durable, doesn't stay stuck to you as long, but oh well. I was able to get the Gold Bond, like anti-friction stuff, so same stuff as the Body Glide, so that was good also at the market. Then I went to the Outfitters, Far North Outfitters, and I was able to get, some kind of like Coleman brand, but it's like Coonigan's or something brand, and they're the horrible, the little pills you drop in. So it's 2 glass vials of, I think 50 pills each. It's enough to do 25 liters, so, which is only a couple days of hiking actually, but these ones take forever. It's like put them in for 30 minutes, shake it, then drop 2 more pills in for 5 minutes or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, hopefully that's just I don't even need them and I can get Aquamira later down the line. So the only thing I wasn't able to get was Luco tape, which I just double up my KT tape. And then I wasn't able to retreat my clothing, but my clothes are actually still good for like another 3 weeks. I just like to redo them at the first all the time. Well, 1, because I'm usually in town, and 2, I like to keep the poison fresh. But these clothes have only had, I think it's supposed to be good for 6 weeks or 6 washings. It might be 5 and 5, but I think it's 6 and 6 or 6 weeks and 5 washings, whatever it is. These clothes have only had 1 real washing with the, in a machine. Otherwise, it's been just 2 times of me just, rubbing, 1 time rubbing soap on it in a shower and 1 time rubbing no soap on it in a river. All right, well, that was not fun. I fell twice, and I'm telling you right now, my foot is in some severe pain. I don't know what's going on with it, but I'm dropping my pack right here and taking my shoes off and seeing what's going on here, because Oh, it's spreading. I don't know. I feel like I don't know what's going on, but I should not be feeling this type of pain when I just started walking. I have no clue what's going on with my foot. I don't feel nothing now, but man, that hurt. I hope that's not a problem with these shoes. This is last year's model, but it's the Aria, A-R-A-H-I 5s. So this is last year's model. Got them super cheap. They don't have traditional, like the Vibram bottoms, but it should be fine. Although I was extremely slippery coming down there, I feel like my Vibram bottoms have been better. It's hot already. Today's only going up to like 85, but for the next 3 days, starting tomorrow, we're talking 95 and higher. So I need to get a couple miles into, even though my pack's heavy, because once I knew I was getting a ride, I went and bought a Red Bull, of course, and a soda for tonight. Oh, man. I did not want to take this week off, guys, like this. I was supposed to be on the road Thursday, which would have been 4 days, which was one extra day than I should have did. And, man, this whole turned into a crap show. But I got everything I need. Not everything ideal, but I'm good. All right, I should have listened to that guy, Trent, because he was right. He's like, oh, you're going to have to cross down here. It's only one way to get over the river. And I'm like, oh, I'm just going to go exactly where I got dropped off at, and that way I'm not cheating any miles. I should just listen to him. I would have skipped this little road walking. But I have no clue what was going on with my foot earlier. Man, it wasn't like life or death pain. I don't want to exaggerate, but it was extremely painful and burning. And it just made no sense because I've only been walking for, since I got out of the truck for like 5 minutes. I felt around, didn't feel nothing, loosened up the shoe. See what happens. Hope that's not going to be an ongoing issue with these shoes. Alright guys, I got like 111 miles until I hit Medellin Falls, Washington. So, at 10 miles a day, that's 10, 11 days. Whatever I do today. So I brought 9 days of food. Actually, I brought like 8 solid days of food with some extra stuff. So we'll call it 9 days of food. Something is going on with my right foot. I do not like it. I hope. The only difference with anything is these shoes. So I do not like the way this is feeling. But anyway, so I got we'll call it 8 days of food. It's really 8 or 9 days of food. I cannot describe the burning that I have going on both feet now. So it's 100% the shoes. I don't know if they got to get broken in or they're just not giving me the support that I need for my fatness, especially with a heavy pack leaving town. Man, but both feet are. It feels like I've walked 30 miles today. No joke. Like I rarely experienced this much pain in my feet. I do not know what's going on, but I do not like it. It's not good. Not a good way to start out leaving town. All right, 1:45, guys. I don't know how far I'm in. Just I didn't turn my watch on today because I'm only planning on doing like around maybe 5-6 miles. But my feet are hurting so bad, and hot spots would be doesn't do it justice what I'm feeling. I don't know what it is. It has to be the new shoes. But if it's this better not continue. I'm hoping they get broken in or whatever. I don't know. Maybe my pack will get lighter and I'll start feeling better. Or maybe once I'm off the asphalt and I'm on a regular trail, they'll be better. I don't know. But man, my feet are hurting. It's this is not a fun time right now. I've never experienced this. I mean, my feet have never felt like this. After I just did 20 miles the other day on the road, my feet didn't feel nowhere near this. Not at any point during the American Discovery Trail, and it's both feet, all from like the balls of my feet forward. Oh man, it's just painful. All right, guys, it's 10 after 1. I'm about 4 miles in, and I cannot explain to you. I know we talked about this too much already. How bad are these shoes? I mean, I was getting hot spots and extreme pain a couple 100 yards in. I cannot believe how bad my feet hurt right now. I mean, I know they're new shoes, but I have never experienced this in new shoes, ever. Not even my hiking. The pain that is in my feet right now. I'm going to have massive blisters. This KT tape is not getting it done. I can't. This is the ball of my foot right there is just one blister already. So I'm going to put another layer because like 3 layers of this is like 1 layer of KT tape. I just cannot believe how much pain it is already. It's just crazy. All right, 2 o'clock, guys. Crossing the bridge. I will be going up and over that mountain, dropping straight down, and then going up and over another mountain tomorrow, I believe. But I'm getting to the trailhead now, and it's 5 miles, so I'm betting that, I'm assuming the trailhead's at the base of this mountain somewhere. God, I cannot explain the amount of pain that my feet are in. It just doesn't make sense. I don't think my feet would feel like this walking barefoot. It's like hot spots, but then it's shooting like, I don't know, like jellyfish things all throughout my feet. I don't know what's going on, guys. But this is just, it's not fun, and obviously it's painful, and this is going to be a serious issue with these shoes, and I don't understand. I've never had this feeling. I didn't have this feeling when I wore boots and my feet were covered in blisters for my first, what was it, a month or so on the American Discovery Trail with the boots. Oh, this is just not, this straight up sucks. Ugh. I'm having trouble walking just straight up. I don't know how to explain this pain. I just can't believe this could be just from the shoes. I'm not a couple miles in. I'm 5 miles in at max. Like, it's just insane. I could walk barefooted and not have this pain. Man, it's not even like the hot spots, which they hurt. It's like, and it goes from hot spots to then I'll feel nothing for a couple steps, but then I get this like tingling, shooting pain, just shooting through my foot. Well, not necessarily through, just the top part, like all on the ball. But now I'm starting to get it on the heels of my feet. I don't know what's going on. I've said this enough. I'm sure everyone's sick of hearing this, but this is pain I have never felt before on my feet. And I've walked with hot spots and blisters and everything, so I just don't understand this. All right, guys, it's like 10 after 3. I did not make it all the way to where I was planning on. The pain in my feet, I can't describe it. I know I've talked about it enough. But like right now, I took my shoes off, and I don't have any hot spots. Well, yeah, right there, it's a little sore. I got a little bit of pain here, but nothing like when I was walking. It's just, I don't understand what's going on with my feet. It's making me very nervous for what I got coming ahead of me. So I have like 2.5 miles to go before I hit the Parker Creek Trail, Parker Ridge Trail, something like that. A lot of elevation tomorrow. I got the roads down there about 100 yards. I'm going to look around here to camp. I'm just going to take a break here for a couple hours. I just can't believe the pain in my feet. Like, it's, oh my God, I don't understand it. I mean, I was soaking wet sweating, not because of the heat of the day, because of the pain. Like, I was having trouble walking. I don't know. Hopefully they break in or something. I don't know. I'm stressing out over it, though. All right, good morning, everybody. It's Sunday, August 7th, and it's 6:25 a.m. I had a good night, good night of rest. I've been out of the tent since 5. I'm just taking my time because I don't want to start walking again in these shoes. I doubled my socks up, so maybe that'll help a little bit. I mean, I literally have, I think, 6 layers of KT tape on the bad spots on my feet. Now, mind you, my feet were fine. I did 20 miles coming into town. The next day I did 6 or 7 coming into town. They've been making noise all morning, squirrels and woodpeckers. My feet were completely fine. I mean, I know I was probably bitching way more than I should have been yesterday, but I couldn't believe the amount of pain that my feet were in for such short miles. It was like, I don't know, I really thought something was going on. It just wasn't hot spots. The way the burning was spreading through my foot and all. But I don't know. Once I stopped walking around on the concrete and was up here, My feet were... Damn. My feet were fine. I got one sensitive spot on my right foot. Right below where all the KT tape's at. We'll see how it is today. As you can see, I gotta stop trimming my beard up when I'm in town. I never do it right. I always try to line it up and then it gets thinner and thinner and thinner and more uneven. It drives me nuts. Alright, I'm only at 1.27 in. Here's the creek I gotta top off at. Ah, nice. And I believe I'll be crossing that creek also to get up into the woods somehow. It doesn't make sense though. No, yeah, I'll probably have to cross it somewhere up there. But I'll figure out the best way to get water. My foot's acting up already, but nowhere near like yesterday. Nice boost. All right, filled up on water. We got a couple cars here. Maybe to see some people out here. This is at Parker's Creek Trail, I believe I'm on. Expect bears to be present. Be alert. Carry bear spray. Make noise. Avoid going alone. I love seeing that. This is also a bicycle trail, so I hate that. Bikers come down like they literally own the trail flying, and you have to step off and step into ticks and everything else while they come flying. In Colorado, I literally just stopped moving because, well, Colorado, that trail was kicking my butt. Alright, where am I going already? Probably up here. And I was wrong as usual, not that way, this way. Oh man, I'm just excited to get off the road. Hopefully these shoes do a little better. Yo! Get back! But you put your... Well, I don't know how much of the other video I got before I clicked it off, whatever, but... Or it went off actually by itself from me moving my fat hands around. But as you can see, another owner out with a dog. Not on a leash. And then he's going to get mad at me because I pulled my spray out. Now, oh, he's nice. You just got to pet him. Well, I'm sorry. I'm in the middle of nowhere. Everyone may know your dog's nice. I don't know that. And you guys tell me, when the dog's barking and running at you like that, out of nowhere, does that appear nice to you at first? So yet again, another owner who's in the wrong. I usually cut this out of the video because people usually get all worked up over dogs, but I'm just tired of having dogs come at me. Happened twice on my walk into Bonner's Ferry, and then all the time, I've only had one owner ever apologize. The owners always yell at me. This guy literally said, if you spray him, you'll get it. I love it. People get this bright orange floral pattern shirt all mixed up. Like I'm not from Philly. Like I wasn't in the infantry for 8 years. Anyway, it passed without further incident. Because he came running up. At least I'll give him credit. He had control over his dog. 9 times out of 10, the owners have zero control and they're not on a leash. And like I said, oh man, I'm all worked up right now. Everyone in the world may know your dog's friendly, and he may very well be friendly, but I don't know that. And when I turn a corner, at first I thought it was a bear. When I turn a corner, I got that spray out pretty quick though. You can tell I practice. I don't know that he's friendly. And how late am I supposed to wait? Until I'm bit? Until he's right up on my leg? So I just don't understand how owners get mad. And I did not spray him because the owner yelled and he stopped. And yeah, the dog was friendly. But you tell me in that split second, if I got it on video, if that looked friendly to you at first. The barking usually indicates no. So I don't know. Again, the owner wants to get mad at me, and then what he told me, go back to where you're from. And of course I said, well, I just left your house with your wife. You weren't expected back for another couple hours. So I don't understand it. I mean, I understand it because when you're wrong and you feel attacked, people get defensive. I do the same thing. Or you can just be like, sorry, should have had him on a leash, man. Apologize. That's all. No big deal, no harm, no foul. I didn't spray the dog. The situation played out quickly. I'm not like some idiot out here just trying to hurt dogs. But I don't want to get bit on the same token. You know, does that make sense? Sorry, I've been calling this Parker Creek. It's actually Parker Ridge Trail I'm on. And Parker Lake's in 12 miles. That's the next guaranteed water source. And that's actually like a half-mile off trail, which is fine. I don't think they're blueberries, right? They're something different. They're definitely not blueberries, but I think them berries I was eating are huckleberries anyway, or maybe boysenberries. I forget already. Whatever's popular in Montana and up here. All right, 8:30, guys. I'm only literally 1.98 in, not even 2 miles in, and yeah, my right foot is on fire already. It feels like it's a different spot today. It's these shoes, man. I can't believe. I was so excited to get these shoes. And it's just a burn, and it just feels like my whole bottom of my foot is becoming a blister. I've never experienced that. Something my feet do not like about these shoes. I don't know what I'm going to do. Hopefully they break in or whatever in the next couple days, but we'll see. It's going to be a hot one. It's a little hazy again. I'm assuming that's from the wildfires. The wildfires just seem to be spreading. Alright guys, I'm at 3.77 miles in, extremely slow going between the elevation and, you know, my freaking feet are on absolute fire. Especially my right one. I know I've talked about it way too much, but I just don't understand the amount of pain that's in it, especially my right foot. And the toes are fine. It's all like from the bottom of the balls to like the middle of my foot. So it's 100% the shoes. Something's going on with the shoes that my feet are not liking. One thing I've learned, I usually tie everything real tight, have it nice and they're snug. The pain is unbearable like that. So like I learned that yesterday, and then today I tried it. So I mean I have my shoes tied super loose right now, and although I'm still dealing with pain, it's nowhere near as constant or as severe. I'm here complaining about my feet and struggling out here. And meanwhile, on this day back in what, 1914, I think, right? That was World War I. Germany is blowing up forts, cutting her way through Belgium, getting ready to slam into the left and the right flank, I believe, of the France. So where the Brits are at, it might be the left flank. I think it's the right flank, though. I guess it depends how you're looking at it. You know, so people are fighting. You know, World War I's going on, and I'm sitting here complaining. My feet hurt. All right, 12:50, guys. That bridge I came over yesterday is down there. I'm at 5.75 miles in. Been hiking for 5 hours and 50 minutes. I've already gone over 3,300 feet of elevation gain. A lot of standing dead timber from wildfires. I should be approaching a campsite where I can drop my pack. I think it's time to eat something. Stomach cramps have went away. Although I've eaten quite a bit today, more than I normally do, but I need the energy. Alright, it's 4 o'clock, guys. I'm 8.66 in, which I know is horrible, but I've gained an incredible amount of elevation today. And, well, these shoes just suck. I'm pretty much dead right now. Like, I'm getting ready to cross this camping spot here in about 7/10 of a mile. I would love just to camp there, but there's no water. And I want to drink so bad, but I'm down to a liter. So that means I'm drinking probably everything I drank. I drank about 5 liters today, everything combined. And I still have 1 left, but I don't want to drink that until I know I can get water here in a mile and a half, or it's like a mile and 0.3 right now. Because if there's no water there, I'm just going to have to camp. I'm not going to keep going and just not have anything else to drink. But and then knock out the whatever it is to the lake, another 4 miles or so, something like that. All right, 4:50. Here's the camp spot. That's where I'm probably going to go camp at later, if there's water up here in a half mile. I might as well just take a venture down here. Maybe somebody left a gallon of water. You never know, but I'm literally in the middle of nowhere, so I highly doubt it. But this is going to be my camping area for the night. Assuming there's, well, actually, if there's not water there, I might still walk back here and just still camp here. Ew. Smells like straight shit right there. This will work. It's beautiful back here, though. I do not want to get in any more climbing. And if, like I said, if I was going to go to this lake, which is only like, I forget already, I keep changing the numbers up, but somewhere around 2 miles, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. No, 2.5, I believe, more from here. Anyway, that would, it's 1,000 feet elevation gain, so, or like 1,200, so I don't want to do that. I just ate shit, and it was funny because I slipped. This is straight downhill, which is going to suck coming back up for the night, but it won't matter. It's only a half mile, and I'll be in camp. But I just hit a rock, and it slid out from under me. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I was like skating for like, I don't know, a couple seconds before I actually fell. All is well. I don't know, once I get down here, I may be committed and just be down here now. Alright, I should be coming close to this water source, if it's here. But it's like supposed to be 30 feet down there. So, this should be fun. If not, I'm not going back. There's no way now. I've already chewed up like 500 feet of elevation. I'm in the 6s now for the day. So I might as well just keep going forward. I only have 1.5 miles to where I can camp at, where the water's close by, but 2 miles to get to the water source. So I'll figure it out, but there's no point in going backwards now. Well, I don't see no water. He didn't see none. He said he actually had a snow melt today. So he melted down snow for his drinking water today. He's only out on a couple-day hike. His ruck is literally bigger than what I carried in the Marine Corps. I said, dude, that is a lot of gear. He had his GoPro on his head, huge camera with the huge lens on the belt, fishing rod. It looked like me getting ready to do the American Discovery Trail. A lot of gear. But he's getting ready to hit, because his car was the white car that I seen when I when I walked into this trail this morning. So he's got about 8.5 miles to go, because I'm at 10.18, so he's got about 8.5 to go to get out to the road, maybe a little more. Oh, that breeze feels so good. I'm smoked. I just want to get some fluids in me. That's where I'm going in a little less than a mile. Yeah, buddy. I guess I'm going to work my way down, and then I got to cut in. But I'm pretty excited about that water down there. Hopefully I can access it easy. Woo! I just ate shit again. It's I got to get rid of these shoes. They're just, I need to have the Vibram grips. It's a massive difference. Didn't think it would be. It's a massive difference. I think this is now 3, maybe 4 falls since yesterday wearing these. Coming downhill, all of them. Alright, I'm going to Parker Lake, a half mile this way. I don't know how you're supposed to camp right here. It's marked as camping on my map. Maybe that means to head down to Parker Lake where I'm going. I gotta find this trail heading off here. Alright, well, there's really no trail now, and it's extremely steep, so, wow, this is not fun. I'm going to have to get out of this, too. I was hoping for a trail. This doesn't want to end. I don't know if I'm doing this right. It looks like I'm getting ready to hit some, like, straight stuff that falls off. Maybe I should have just kept walking for 2.5 more miles and got to the next water source. This is getting very sketchy. I'm falling all over the place. These shoes are just worthless up here. This is getting extremely sketchy. I can still see, like, I'm not getting any closer. 6:45, guys. 6:45. I don't know if that caught it. I'm trying to get there before dark now. I'm hoping I'm out of this steep stuff, but I think I got one more steep drop to go. This is just insane. And I'm completely out of fluid now. Like, that was... I don't know how the hell I'm going to get out of here tomorrow. Huh? Are you effing kidding me? Look at this. I pop out on a trail. My Gi app will show me a trail, so I'll see where that goes tomorrow. That's got to be easier than what I just came down. That's the most scared I've been on this hike. Jesus. I mean, I was starting to really stress up there. So I'm guessing I go this way now. I got to check the Gi app again and see. I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah, I should. Man, that's a beautiful trail. So I'm an idiot. I'm starting to think that. I'm like, wait. Because there's only like one comment about the water here. And two. One person actually came down and one person said there's actually water down there if you need it. But so it's not something that a lot of people do. So I'm like, well, I can see why. And I'm like, man, there's got to be. If it's marked on that tree up there, there's got to be a real trail. 7 o'clock, I'm here. I can't believe I found that trail. Which makes me happy. Well, a lot of fish jumping already. Makes me happy for getting out of here tomorrow, but I was scared. Like, anyways, I'm going to drink some water here, pound one real quick, fill up. Now I got to find a place to camp. It's going to get dark here in another hour and a half. All right, I'm done. 20 after 7. I'm glad. I thought I was going to have to hike back up like 6/10 of, like, not that long, a couple tenths of a mile and camp. But I walked around for a little bit. I found this. This is all rooty. So not the best, but that little section right there should work just fine for my small tent. Let's see the damage today. All right, I been hiking for 12 hours and 22 minutes and went 11.60 miles. I gained 5,949. I'm sorry, 5,677, and I lost 1,309. So, I don't care. That's a good day. I don't care who you are. Well, at least it was a good day for me. All right, good morning, everybody. It's Monday, August 8th, 7:15 a.m. I'm just left about a tenth of a mile ago, just left the lake, working my way up. On the trail, actually, this time. This is where I popped out yesterday. Like, I had to walk through this. I am, for being only my third day out, my second full day, I'm filthy. Most of it came from trying to climb down that mountain yesterday. I mean, look, it was not fun. And my whole backside's filthy from sliding, which is not as good technique when there's no snow. Man, I'm an idiot. I went down that. It's a trail here, dummy. I was never on this trail yesterday to the end. Like where I broke off at. It was just on my map where it was marked. It was just a game trail in the beginning. That's why I disappeared. I should come out about a tenth of a mile up from where I came out of the road at. I'm such an idiot. I should have known. And I started to realize that yesterday. I'm like, this was marked on the tree officially. Like Parker Lake this way. Like I should have known there was a proper trail. What an idiot I am. That's where I came down at. I looked at this sign, this sign. Here's the trail right here. Nice and beautiful. My dummy butt came down here. Literally, I can't believe it was right here. I looked at this sign. I'm like, oh, Parker Lake this way. So I literally went straight down that way. Quick little 600 feet of elevation gain early in the morning. Beautiful up here. I don't know where that guy got his snow from. He said he melted snow yesterday to drink it. I go, okay. Yeah, as soon as I bring up the snow, it's literally right there in the mountain in front of me on that ridge. So I'm assuming I'll be going up there and running that ridge. I rewatched my last videos when I was making them. I don't know how you guys watch them with me sniffling constantly, man. It was driving me nuts when I was making the videos. So I'm making a conscious effort not to sniffle or to blow my nose right before I try to make a video. We'll see how long it lasts for. I have all these great ideas when I'm watching the crap that I put out. And it all goes to the wayside when I'm out here. Something was munching on my hiking pole last night. I mean, that could have happened. No, I would have noticed it. I think I would have noticed it. So I'm assuming it happened last night. Way off there in the distance, you can see the river that I crossed. The bridge is a little to the right, but so I basically went up, down, up, down, up, down, and then up. Makes me sick that I was there 3 days ago and I can still see it. I'm assuming that's the lake right there. I'm going to end up working my way down to if I can't find the spring. Looks nice. I see a camp spot over there. I'm not going to camp yet, although I would love to stop this early today and just let my heel rest. I know it doesn't really do much for it. The heel's got me a little worried because I don't not want it to get like it was when I was finishing up my going through like Nevada and California, where it was a struggle to get 6-7 miles a day in. Alright, it's like 10 after 1, guys. I found this tiny little stream. I got a little leaf. We'll see how well this is going to work. It's going to take forever, though. I'm just trying to get a little bit of water. I can only do about another 3.5-4 miles of hiking today. Well, I could do more, but I'm coming up on the long bushwhack. It's like a 6.5 mile bushwhack. And everyone says it takes about 6 or 7 hours to complete from looking at my notes. 5 at the quickest, 7.5 at the longest. So I'm going to hit that in the morning tomorrow. Yay, bushwhacking. But the positive, I'm always close to a stream. I think it's Lions Peak Stream, Lions Peak Creek, something like that. Lions Head Creek. So water shouldn't be an issue come tomorrow. And water's not going to be an issue coming up further. I'm just a little wore out, so I'm going to stop and eat something if I can get this filled up and at least get a liter out of it. All right, I really hate filtering water, especially when my filter is barely coming out. Squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. So I just filled up one Nalgene. I only have 3 more miles to go till I get to the final lake, so I should be passing water at a couple points coming up anyway, but just want to get it while I could. Looks like I got about 3 miles left, and then I'll call it a day. And I've only gone 5.5 miles today, so it's been slow. I've been eating a lot, like I said, which I'll pay for later. All right, Pyramid Lake. Still got about another mile, 0.8, 2 miles, something like that, till I get to Ball Lake. This one's going to be too popular. There's already passed a couple families, so there must be a parking lot or something nearby. It's nice, though. I was thinking about maybe stopping at that Pyramid Lake. I at least wanted to hang out and take a couple nice photos and all, but there's just too many people and they're so loud. I don't know why you have to, if you're going to come out in the woods, I don't know why you got to be yelling and screaming. So I'm moving on. Like I said, I can hear some hikers come behind me, so I don't know if they're just like day hikers going to check that lake out, or if they're pushing ahead. So I want to keep ahead of them because there's not a lot of camping at these I'm going to pass 2 more lakes, but I'm going to camp at the furthest one. They're both Ball Lake, I believe. It's called Ball Lakes Trail. Well, I'm glad I didn't stay there long, because I guess the people behind me are another family or so, because I just hear a bunch of yelling and screaming. But this elevation sucks. Oh, here's the first of the Ball Lakes. I don't know if this is upper or lower, but I see a tent over there, and that looks like the only camping spot, so I'm going to the next one, which I was going to do anyway. Just so I'm closer, but it's only a half mile up. But either way, this would have worked out well. But there's really nowhere to camp unless I look around up here a little more. The bugs are a little intense. Yeah, I could probably put a tent right here. Well, reading my notes, the next one is smaller, and I guess there's only like one little area you can put up a tent at. The notes say go over there where that tent's at, but I'm going to just walk around here and try to find a place around here to camp. I actually may get in there and wash my funky butt. I got some serious duck butter going on. Oh yeah, tent might be able to go like right here. No, it's a little bumpy. I'll figure it out. I don't want to bore you guys to death. Alright, 4:30 guys. I'm going to set up right here. Kind of not a great spot. Lake's right there. But they're gathering, like more and more people are coming up there, so I guess they're parked and just hiked up to a couple mile hike to get up here. It looks like they're having a party or something. Yay for me. I think I only did around 8 miles today, maybe a little more. 3,600 feet of elevation gain. I don't know where that came from. I thought I was only gaining like 1,500. So it's my map reading skills once again shining through. Anyway, I'm going to hydrate, eat something, and probably get into bed early, get away from these flies. Alright, good morning everybody. It's Tuesday, August 9th at 6 a.m. And I'm up and almost completely packed already. Fist fighting with all these bugs. I should have saved the majority of my bug spray for today, because I'm getting ready to go in the woods between 6.5, 7.5 miles of bushwhacking. So that's what I should have saved my bug spray for. I got a little bit left that I'm sure I'll use up real quick today. Anyway, I slept like crap last night. Severe, I mean, the worst cramps I've ever had. Like my hand... a couple times in American Discovery Trail, my hand would cramp up where I couldn't move. But this would like, I mean, this was like a scary movie or whatever. When the guy's like, "Let me stir with my good hand." Like, my hand was crippled, and I would have to grab my finger with the other hand and then try to stretch it back, and it still wouldn't come back. That was happening for about 3 hours last night, in the beginning of the night. So I drank like 5 liters of fluid. I just kept drinking. Oh man, maybe that's why I wasn't feeling so hot yesterday. It was 99 degrees yesterday. I got service here. So anyway, I'm stocked up on my fluids. Like I said, we're going to get right into, well, basically I'm going to be on top of a mountain, and then we have to, for 6 and so miles, we're going to be following a creek going all the way down. Bushwhacking, and it's not going to be fun because obviously you're walking down the side of a mountain. This is where I've seen people's videos that they get lost, and there's like a cliff here, a cliff there. So I already know I'm getting lost, so I'm a little nervous. But on a fun note, because today's going to be close to 100 again, there's a natural rock slide. I guess there's like 2 or 3 slides that, you know, built by rocks, you know, just natural formation, and they have water going over them that you can slide down. It's actually marked on my map. I seen people in the notes leave comments saying how awesome it was, so I guess I'll be getting my clothes clean today, because I'm definitely sliding off that rock slide today. If I can find it. If I find it. Anyway, let me finish packing and get on the move. There ended up being like 3 or 4, maybe 5 tents over there last night on the other side of the lake, and they were up late. So I've been doing cadence since 5 a.m. Oh! I don't care. All right, it's about 6:15, guys. I'm 0.30. I'm 3/10 of a mile in. This is the lower Ball Lakes, or upper, I'm not sure, but this is the other one. I actually should have came and camped here. This would have been nice right here. Actually, it's not that. Yeah, I could have. No, roots and stuff. Yeah, I could have put a tent there. There are so many trout rising. Even the other one I was getting water this morning, I'm already looking at trout rising down here. But I'm on my way. Just got to figure out where I'm going here. It's already getting hot. And these shoes absolutely are worthless on this terrain. I'm slipping and sliding. I'm going to fall a lot today. I mean, I don't know if my other shoes would be any better on this grass because it's like ice. You step on it, you slide. But them Vibram insoles, or not insoles, but Vibram grips are much better for this. This is already extremely frustrating. Every direction I go, I'm getting further away from the red line. I don't understand that. That's how my phone operates. So I really don't know. I'm going to head this way for a while, then check my map again, and then try to cut in. But eventually I'm going to be hitting cliffs and all where I can't go. I know that from seeing a couple videos and reading the notes. You literally can fall off a cliff up here. So this is just a mess. This is not what I would consider... Well, first of all, I don't like hiking at all. But this is not enjoyable hiking by any means. I'm only 8/10 of a mile in on my hike, and I'm already a half mile off of where the red line has me I'm supposed to be. This is just insane. Not that it matters that if I stayed on the red line, it's going to be just like this, but I'm not even going in the right direction. I can't figure it out. My arrow just keeps spinning around. It's frustrating. 7:40. I'm a whopping 9/10 of a mile in, and I've been hiking for 1 hour and 20 minutes. I'm basically zigzagging back, so I'm just picking a point now that my arrow is actually, I think, working, and I'm walking so I can link back up with the red line. This stuff is just impossible. It tangles your feet up, pulls you down. It's not fun. I should have been on the Appalachian Trail. God damn. This is just miserable. And I still got all day to go, another 5-6 hours at least. Everyone talks about game trails and find the painted trees and ribbons. I found nothing. I'm not even 100% sure I'm going in the right direction right now. I did cross the creek that I'm loosely following twice, but I don't even know if it was the right creek. I just had to force myself to eat something. And I was almost like gagging and throwing it up as I ate it. But I ate a half of a Luna bar and a thing of peanut butter. So, I don't know, maybe 300 calories or so. And it was hard to get down. That's why I like that peanut butter pouch, so I can just squirt it and drink it. All right, this is just a freaking shit show. I'm thinking I'm supposed to be up top there. But I'm going to just walk this way now. All right, I just don't know if it's going to link up. And if I eventually have to get over that, I'm going to have to go all the way back to the beginning. Which, it's only a mile, 0.2 back. But still, I mean, I've been out here roaming through this shit for an hour, 45 minutes already. I might even at the first little checkpoint before it gets hard. And then you can venture off and take a Lion's Peak. Or you can take the creek that I'm taking. So I'm hoping I can get by it by just going this way, but I don't know. Yeah, of course, I'm effing screwed. Obviously, I can't go this way. That way's the wrong way. I think I'm supposed to be on top and then start cutting down on the other side. Or I can keep going straight, I believe, and do Lion's Peak. I'm going to have to go all the way back to the beginning somehow. And I don't know. Well, I'm trying to make it up here. This is not a smart move. I mean, this is really not a smart move. I really hate hiking. I hate it. I don't understand how this is fun. Alright, well. If I gotta I don't know what's going on. I'm really getting pissed and frustrated. But if I get up here and I can't get to where I'm supposed to go, I gotta get back down this somehow, and that's not gonna be fun. Let me put this phone away before I die. I'm supposed to be up top there on the other side somehow. This just keeps getting better and better. I don't know about this one. I'm kind of stuck now. Yeah, let's go hiking. Bah! Oh, oh. I made it. I don't know how. I'm on top. I'm right exactly where the red line is. I guess I'm going that way. And then it looks like I'm going to break down to the right. But for my 4-out guides, I'm only a mile from camp. And I've walked 1.17. So not too much extra down around. And it was supposed to be a rock scramble coming up. And I've read the notes a little more carefully. And one guy said, be careful. Don't follow the trail off to the right. That's exactly what I did. It takes you way off. So I just followed that trail in the beginning. Remember when I found it? And then when that ended, I just kept going that direction. And yeah, so that's how I ended up off. I was supposed to do a rock scramble coming up here. And I remember exactly where that was at. And then you're just supposed to kind of walk the knife's edge up here. Anyway, I'm going to keep walking until I'm supposed to break off here. Or I think where I'm going to break off. I'll drop my pack, readjust everything. Because I wasn't all that scared, to be honest with you. Because I had pretty good grip on the stone. But it was... it's one of them spots where if you go, you're going.